Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
So far, we know we the Israelites, right? Now, my question to my brothers is, why did God punish us that way?
Because we disobeyed.
Absolutely right. We disobeyed. There's a 3-letter word for the disobeying that we did. You know what it is? It's called sin. Sin. Give me 1 John 3 and 4. Y'all know what sin is? What's sin?
Something bad that you do.
Well, that's a broad stroke because, like, say I spit on the ground, is that bad?
No.
Or if I lit on the ground, is that sin?
We was already made to sin, though. God made us like that.
Well, He didn't make us in sin. I'm gonna show you.
We had a choice. We had a choice. Everybody had a choice.
Well, I'm gonna show you about the choice because that's something that's sometimes misunderstood. But I'm gonna show you what sin is first. Then we're gonna go over the choice in Deuteronomy.
You gotta sin, but you got a choice not to sin. You obey God.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I'm gonna show you the consequences for that choice. Then read that first.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
So whoever's sinning, you're breaking God's laws. It's that plain and simple, right? Come on.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Sin is when you're breaking God's laws. So in order for you not to sin, you got to know what? You're gonna have to know God's laws, right? Now give me not Proverbs 72. Give me Deuteronomy 29 about the choice. I think that's what, 29 or 30 and 15. Because Moses told us God's choice. Moses came to us, he saved us out of slavery, and he said, you do got a choice. Either you're going to choose life or you're going to choose death, right? 11:26. Yeah, 11:26, you got that? And that's the choice that y'all brothers got today. All of us as Israelites got. But we got to really examine that. Bro, you trying to die? Nah, right? You trying to die? No, right? So really and truly, do we really have a choice? No, you understand? But he said, you know what? Since y'all want free will, I'm going to give you free will. Read that real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
A blessing and a curse. Is this a blessing? No. It was a curse, right? Read.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you this day. And a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day.
Right, so if you turn out of the way God told you to walk, like he said, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. He said we're not supposed to have boyfriend and girlfriends. Marriage is honorable, right? We're not supposed to rob, cheat, and steal. All of those stuff we were supposed to do, but we chose to turn outside the way. Read.
Which ye have not known. And it shall come to pass, when the Lord thy God hath brought thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, that thou shalt put the blessing upon the Mount Gerizim, and the curse upon Mount Ebal. Are they not on the other side of Jordan?
Right. Now, give me the one in Deuteronomy. It says on Deuteronomy 29. It says choose life. It says choose life. Because this is what we got to do as black men. Once we understand that we're under the punishments, we got to find out what God wants us to do to get out of these punishments. Because understand something. What you think we was made for? You think we was made to serve or rule? You say serve? 30 and 19. Yeah, 30 and 19. What you say? Not sure. That's fine. That's an honest answer. You think we was made to serve or rule? Rule, right? Let's show you that in the scripture. You got it?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 19.
Come on, about the choices. Come on.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death.
What he said before us?
Life and death.
That's the choices we have every day we wake up and we got breath in our life. Life or death. Read.
Blessing and cursing.
Blessing and cursing. We had a choice in this matter. We had a choice in this matter. Read.
Therefore choose life.
What are you supposed to do?
Therefore choose life.
We were supposed to choose choose life. We're supposed to choose God's commandments. You understand? Because understand something. Like right now, we got Black Lives Matter running around the place, right? Now, they're saying that Black Lives Matter. But I'm going to ask you a question. If Black Lives Matter, should we have abortions in our community? No, we shouldn't. Have you ever heard Black Lives Matter saying that we shouldn't get abortions, though? No. You don't hear that, right? When we have black on black crime, does Black Lives Matter go and protest against that?
No.
They protest against what? And that's it, right? Meanwhile, we hypocrites because we killing each other. We'll put on a Black Lives Matter shirt and then tear up our own neighborhood.
Why we have the shirt on?
Bro, that's hypocrisy. That's hypocrisy. Give me real quick. Give me Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 6.
Going against it.
Exactly.
You don't even know you're going against it.
Exactly. Like even right now, we got hypocrisy because our brother just yelled out Yahweh Ba'Shem, right? That's all good and dandy. That's one of the names of Christ. But guess what? You got to do the will of God. Because if I can't speak or talk, if I can't speak or talk, can I say his name? No. So what you think he requires of you? Action. Action. But some of our brothers is lost with, say the name. Oh, we knew the name. Where did we end up? Slavery. Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 6.
Exactly. I want you to hear this real quick. Come on.
I will send him against an hypocritical nation. And against...
Read it again. Read it again.
I will send him against an hypocritical nation.
A hypocritical nation. So basically, God sent a white man against a hypocritical nation, which is us. Because we say Black Lives Matter, but then we gun each other down for Jordans. We have abortions in our community. We don't even marry our women, but we get mad when a white man got our women like a damn bedwench in slavery. We get mad when a white man has got our sisters right now, but then we don't even honor our sisters. You know, us as black men don't even honor our sperm. We'll have a baby with a sister and walk out on that baby. You got some of that's loyal, but majority of us, we are walking statistic. We're walking statistic. Keep it real. A lot of us, our fathers walked out and left their seed. That's your seed. You planted the seed. How could you do that to your child? Read it again. The Lord is going to send what?
I will send him against an hypocritical nation.
He sent a white man. It's not just a white man. Arab man. All nations came against us because we were hypocrites. Read.
And against the people of my wrath.
Against, come on.
Will I give him a charge. To take the spoil and to take the prey.
To take the spoil and the plague. They spoiled the hell out of us. Spoil means they destroyed us. They took all your wealth, all your riches. And you know what they did? They sold it right back onto you. Like water, for example. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Food, clothing, and water, right? That's the chief thing in life, right? In our neighborhood right now, do we supply that stuff to each other? No. But we got bread. Think about it. How many million-dollar athletes we got? The NFL, we run the NFL, right? We run the NBA, right? So where's the black man's hospital? How many NFL athletes came out of Tampa? A lot. How many play right down the road by, what's that, the Buck Stadium? Why they can't build a hospital over here? Why they can't supply their people? Read that real quick. Huh? Absolutely. It's still stuck in a slave mindset. You understand? But that's also showing us that we are God's people because we're under certain curses. We're under punishments. Because understand something. The sin is not playing the sports, but when they play the sports, they tend to do what? They don't honor God's commandments. They don't keep the Sabbath day. You understand that? A lot of them, I'm going to show you some laws, but read that real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48.
Come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So because you don't want to serve God, you're going to serve who?
Thine enemies.
Your enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent them?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
God sent him against us. Ain't nobody gonna teach you in school why a white man came against you. You understand that? He wasn't having a bad day and decided, you know what, I want to lock up some niggas. The Arab man had us in slavery. He didn't decide, you know, I just want to lock up some niggas. The Lord sent them against us. Read.
In hunger.
In hunger. When you wanted food on a plantation, you had to go to who? The slave master, right? And if you want food in your neighborhood right now, who you got to go to? A white man. Still your enemy. You understand? Read.
And in thirst.
Thirst. It's about to rain, right? And imagine, he put it in a bottle and told you, you got to give me $1 for this. Ain't nothing changed, bro. In thirst. Back then, we had our own wells of water. But people don't understand that when we bring this stuff out to them, that we owned our own resources. We don't have no resources. You understand? Read.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. Like I was talking about, they got millions of dollars, right? Jay-Z's a billionaire. Jay-Z gets paid an endorsement to put his name on a piece of clothing. Why Jay-Z don't just make the clothing? He don't have the power. Because the money that Jay-Z got, the billions of dollars, is his face on the money? Who's on the money? A white man, showing you they gonna always be in charge. Because we trying to fight our way out of economics. Bro, how you gonna fight economics with his money? We don't got no resources. Read.
And in want of all things.
So now anything you could think of that you possibly want, you're going to have to serve this guy because you didn't want to serve God when he gave it to you for free. You understand? If you want to learn religion, you got to serve this guy to find out about yourself. And now they taught that to a lot of our black pastors, and that trickled down into Christianity, which is why we're taught this, not that. Why we're taught that we're African American, not Judah, because Judah is where Christ came out of. You understand that? Judah means the Lord's praise. We're not taught motivational things to uplift us as black people. We're taught this to divide us. You understand? Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
He only took off, gave us the emancipation because we destroyed. Because now we kill each other freely. You understand that? Yeah, that's a mask that he got in front of Iron Mask. And then he got the yokes of iron around his neck. This is another one too. They put the yokes of iron around their neck. Now they did that because some of our brothers, they try to get up out of there. And the ones that ran away, they caught them, they did that as a punishment. Because now you can't run away with that heavy iron around your neck. And then even if you try to run away, it would snag against a tree and you get hemmed up. You understand? Yeah, and they got the bells on top, so they know, oh, they go that nigga, he running free. So now it said he put a yoke of iron upon our neck until he destroyed us. We're destroyed now because we teach this to our young sisters, our young daughters, our children. We teach that in all the churches, Christianity freely. You ain't even got to beg them no more. Creflo, TD Jakes, you named them. They got the same Bible, bro, and they say they go to school and learn. But they learn from this guy to teach this oppression to his own people. You got to pay attention to that. Look what's going on right now. Detroit, right? What's that? Flint, Michigan, right?
Bad water.
Bad water. TD Jakes got millions of dollars. Why you don't give him some water? Jay-Z got billions of dollars. Why don't you give him some water? Because now we willfully hate each other. You understand? Now we greedy, we covetous. I'm going to show you something. Get 1 Timothy chapter 6. That's what the church teaches us. And then I'm going to get into some laws because understand something. We got to start applying God's laws amongst each other. You understand? Yeah. Matter of fact, give me that real quick. Leviticus, drop that. Leviticus 19:17. Because y'all brothers out here, and all praise to the Most High, y'all humble, y'all listening. But this is something us as black men, we got to fix ourselves. We got to fix within ourselves and teach ourselves God's laws. One, it just starts with the image. Two, it starts with keeping God's laws. And that's all about changing our mind and repenting. Because if we don't get our mind right, bro, we're going to constantly serve this dude and talk about Black Lives Matter. You understand? So I'm going to show y'all a law that y'all can start applying. Read that.
The book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17.
Come on.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
So it said we're not supposed to hate each other. You understand that? Now, check this out. Do you know hatred is just like murder? Did you know that? Because where murder usually starts at.
Somebody going back and forth.
Yeah, they're going back and forth. You're absolutely right. Well, us as black men, where does a lot of that fighting back and forth starts with?
Drama.
What kind of drama? Right. You know what the Bible calls that, bro? Covetousness. Yes. Absolutely. Because he'll see that, like I said, he got on some fresh J's, and he'll be like, oh, he got the Cardinals? Bro, I'm trying to get, bro, come up off of that. Meanwhile, he should look at him and be like, bro, all praise you got some nice sneakers. But instead, he looks at him and wants to take it from him. He don't know how hard he had to work for it. You understand? He don't know what he had to go through for that. Exactly. Jealousy, exactly. And that leads to what? Bloodshed, murder, robbery.
We used to scream Black Power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.